Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who Threw a Curve. I am Robert Ruiz, and today we're going to run a short segment. And you know what we're going to call this segment? We're going to call it Really? Is this what we're doing? And you'll see why. So, the first story we're going to talk about is in New York City about 2 days ago. And this is a crazy ass story. Like, this only happens here in New York City. So, a young man who works in a parking lot, maybe not so young, but still he worked in a parking lot, and uh, he he spots another young man who is looking through cars, right? So if you're a parking attendant and somebody's looking through cars that are parked in your parking lot, right, or your garage, then your job is to make sure that these cars are safe. Now, that's how it's supposed to go. However, when this young man approached the other young man who is looking through cars, the other young man gets offended and, long story short, pulls out a gun. They get into a scuffle. He shoots the parking lot attendant once in the head, I think once in the side, and he happened to muster up some energy somewhere, kept fighting, grabbed the gun. He shoots the perpetrator. They're both laying in the floor at this time. I guess the police roll up, ambulance rolls up, and long story short, they arrest a parking lot attendant. What the hell is going on here in New York City? Braggs, bro, you're bugging out. Forget about Trump. Braggs went on to have this dude handcuffed in Bellevue. He got a shot wound in his head, in his side, and there's nothing where he is at fault. And yet, he is being brought up on charges for attempted murder and a gun, an unregistered gun. Braggs, bro, the guy was defending himself. How does this even happen? And the perpetrator gets away. Not gets away, but he gets to walk out for free. Now, you know, on Bragg, defending Bragg, Braggs did go back and change his verdict, and they did not press charges on him. But just the fact that you had this dude in Bellevue sitting down, handcuffed to a bed, while you have a bullet wound on your head and in your side, and you were only defending the place that you work at and yourself because this dude shot you. He shot you twice, not once, twice. And this dude is so dumb that he let the parking lot attendant take his gun that he had, and he got shot with his gun. Now, besides Braggs being dumb, I mean, what kind of thief is this? I mean, you really got to be really dumb to go somewhere with a gun, attempt to rob, I guess, cars. That's what his intentions were. You get stopped, and then you have a gun. You pull it out. You shoot the person who's tending these cars, and then that person shoots you with your gun. That dude deserves the death penalty. Why? Because you cannot be that stupid. But yet, yes, you can, because Braggs was even dumber than that, because he went and charged the other man who was defending the parking lot and defending himself with attempted murder. I mean, who does that? The dude is laying in Bellevue, and Bellevue is not the best place in the world to lay in while you're hurt, handcuffed to a bed. What is going on in this place? New York, get your shit together. Braggs, get your shit together. Why? Forget about Trump. You're bugging out. Bro, cut that out. Here's another topic that makes you think on where we going with it. Where are we going in the world? What are we thinking about? So, the other day, somebody's talking about, hey, they held, I guess it's called a gender revealing party, right? So when somebody's pregnant and, they revealing what the child is going to be, but the child is not born yet. So I sat there and I'm like, wow, that is so crazy, because this was a good thing from back in the days. It's something that they did, and it was fun. But these days, it's not fun anymore because here you are, you're revealing a gender of a child who's not born yet. But yet, the possibility lies that this child, right, who was born either boy or girl, whatever God chooses to be, 6 or 7 years, or maybe even 9 years from now, can turn around and say, "Hey, I want to reveal another gender. So theoretically, I was born a boy, but I'm gonna reveal that I'm a girl." Like, where is this coming from? Like, why do we even reveal genders anymore if this scenario can play out sometime in the future? And it brings me to think that where is this world coming that we are allowed to do that? If you're a boy physically, then you're a boy physically. You could feel like a woman, but you're still a boy. You could feel like a girl, right? I mean, you're a girl, and you could feel like a boy, but you're still physically a woman, right? How could you, in the middle of everything, say to the world, "Hey, you know what? I was born a certain gender, but you know what? I think I'm feeling like this gender." I mean, it's not unheard of. Of course, it happens, and it's okay. You could do that. But when you let a child who's 9 years old do a reversal by themselves, the child is not even mentally developed yet. It's still learning. How does it know that it wants to be a boy or a girl? If you're a boy, you're a boy. If you're a girl, you're a girl. But that's the funny part to this is that this new paradigm that's going on now, how we're born one thing and can change to the next, but yet we're having parties that reveal genders, so later on we could turn around and this child can just change the gender. Let's think about that. Get to me. You can write me on Twitter. My next issue that makes me think is I'm scrolling through Twitter and I'm noticing that I see a bunch of grown-ass people that are politicians and, not only politicians, but they're also in media, like media meaning in TV and stuff like that. And they're all sitting there like twisted up about a young man called Dylan, I think it's Dylan Mulvaney, who I guess Bud Light hired as one of their new faces, not their new face, but one of their new faces for their commercial, right, for advertisement. And they're just like, they're weirded out with the fact that this young man, right, is, I guess, a transgender or a cross-dressed, whatever he is. He's portraying himself on this commercial as a woman. And they're making this whole big deal about it. My thing is, who cares? It's beer, right? There's money in every market. Bud Light could do what they want. They're advertising. Listen, not only straight people, right, drink Bud Light. Not only women drink Bud Light. Not only men drink Bud Light. Not only, non-binary people drink Bud Light. Not only transgendered. Everybody drinks Bud Light. So Bud Light has to market their beer to everyone. So I'm watching all these different, people putting their opinion and 2 cents in. But at the end of the day, who cares? This is business. It's nothing, that's going to destroy your life because they're doing this. They're marketing. It's a marketing campaign that's directed to a certain group of people, right? So what? If I wanted to sell Bud Light to Eskimos in Alaska, guess what my commercial is going to consist of? It's going to consist of Eskimos in Alaska. Why are we making a big deal about this? Let them live. Bud Light can spend their money as fit. If you don't like the commercial, stop looking at it. And it weirds me out that it weirds you out, and then you keep complaining about it. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you like this. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't continue talking about it. If you don't like it, don't drink Bud Light. drink something else. If you don't like it but like Bud Light, drink Bud Light. It's not gonna change you. You're not gonna transform into a transgender woman or man because you're drinking Bud Light. So that's something that's making me think, why? Thank you for listening to me rant on this short segment. And the reason why I did a shorter segment, only because we are putting stuff on TikTok, and TikTok doesn't allow a certain length of video. So the last video I did was like 20 minutes or something after I cut it up. And we weren't able to put it on TikTok because of that. So any longer videos, because I'm going to talk about very serious long issues in the future, I guess I won't be putting it on TikTok, or I'll just learn how to cut it up to put it on TikTok. But I'll definitely be on YouTube, our website, and also another social media as far as probably not the video aspect of it, but the audio aspect of it. But again, thank you for listening to Who Threw the Curve, and I am Robert Ruiz, and I will see you on my next rant. Thanks.